Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to music class. I'm so happy that you're here. I have a website that I'm going to show you this morning that's super cool. It's going to allow you to make your own music. Let's get started. So, as you can see, we have a couple things to look through today. The first thing we're going to do is debrief how our unit on form has gone so far. Then we're going to review the difference between rhythm and melody. And then we're going to learn how to use this website called Songmaker, which I think you'll really enjoy. We have two goals for today. The first is I can describe the difference between rhythm and melody. And number two, I can make a song on Songmaker, which is the new website I'm going to show you. So, the last 2 weeks we've tried to learn about form. We've looked at form a little bit in some of our small classroom songs, talking about the different lines. And we've studied it in the big sense, looking at bigger sections of songs. However, I noticed looking at the exit tickets I received from last week, many students had difficulties correctly identifying the form of the song they picked in their exit ticket. And this tells me that if most students are having trouble, I need to change how I'm teaching you about this concept. So we're going to take a little pivot away from the songs we've been identifying to learn how to use this website called Songmaker so that next week we can use it to think more about form. So this is a little pause from our form discussion to learn how to use this website, and then next week we're going to use it to continue our concepts about form. So, in order to use Songmaker to its fullest potential, we need to remind ourselves about the difference between these two ideas, rhythm, or ritmo in Spanish, and melody, or melodia in Spanish. Rhythm we would define as patterns of long sounds, short sounds, and silence, or secuencias de sonidos largos, sonidos cortos, y silencio. So for example, over here, we've got our different rhythms we know. We've got our basic, which is our quarter note, or our ta, which is one sound, and one beat, so it's a short sound. Then we have our ta, or half note, which is one sound but longer. It's two beats. Over here, we've got two sounds in a row. They're short sounds, ti, ti, or 2/8 notes. Then we have ticka ticka, which is four sounds, ticka ticka, so even shorter notes. And then here example is one of our silences. So long sounds like our half note, short sounds like our ticka ticka, and silences. Melody is different. When we talk about melody, melodia, we're talking about patterns of low and high sounds. Not long and short, but low and high. Secuencias de sonidos bajos y altos. So for example, over here, I've got my solfege ladder. You can remember from my room, on the wall, you have seen these notes all year. So for example, this is our scale. Starts at do and goes all the way up to high do. And we could go down lower and up higher than that. I'm going to sing for you this whole scale to remember how it goes. We could start at the bottom. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And we could go down. Do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. We could use these notes to find the patterns of the melodies of different songs we know. For example, Liza Jane, mi, 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 re, do, mi, so, la, so, mi, so, mi, mi, re, do, mi, so, mi, re, do, for example. Other songs, you could also use, again, these notes to figure out how they go. Let's see, what was the other one? Never Sleep Late Anymore starts on low sol. Sol, la, sol, la, sol, la, do, do, do. It's actually below this do. When we combine rhythm and melody, that's when we can make a song. Melody by itself just tells us the high and low. It doesn't tell us how long or short. Rhythm by itself tells us the long and short, doesn't tell us how high or low. So we need both of these ideas to make a song. Remember these definitions, what rhythm means, what melody means, because I'm going to ask you about them on our exit ticket. Now we're going to combine rhythm and melody using SongMaker. As I said, SongMaker is a website from Chrome Music Lab where you can create your own music. I'll click on the link and we'll go straight there. Make myself smaller. So, SongMaker, when you open it, will look like this. It has a bunch of empty boxes, some little dots down here, our play button, some other notes, things here you can change, a tempo slider, mic settings, undo, and save. If you're on a tablet, you're going to have a smaller screen, so you might see fewer of these things, or they might be in different spots, but they are still there. The basic things you can do with SongMaker are add notes. So for example, anywhere I click in this grid of squares will add a note. You can actually hear it being played. I can do our scale we just talked about. I could go do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. I can go into our upper octave. Re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Because we're only 2 octaves, I don't have an extra high do. I could hear what this sounds like by pressing the play button. You notice it keeps going, and then when it gets to the end, it loops back. Let's say I want to keep this melody I made. Then I can add percussion, drum parts at the bottom here. There are 2 spots. There's the low sounds, which are our kick drum, very bassy, and there's I sound like a hi-hat or a snare. So I can maybe make a pattern, do a simple pattern like this. Let's hear what that sounds like. And again, it keeps going until it repeats. Let's say I wanted to change how fast it was going. Maybe I want to do it slower. I can take the tempo slider, which again, tempo means the speed of the music, and bring it down slow. I want to speed it up. So I can hear again when it sounds fast. So you can change how fast the music is here. Say I didn't like these sounds, I can change them down here. So the defaults are marimba and electronic. The left side will change how the melody sounds, how the notes sound, and the right side will change how the percussion sounds. So maybe I can make this piano. You can make it strings. Those of you in orchestra will recognize they're actually playing pizzicato, they're not bowing. And I can play woodwind. And then one last one, synth. And lastly, back to marimba. Then I could change, for example, what the drum part sounds like. If I didn't like the electronic, I changed the blocks. Maybe I could change it to the drum kit. Or conga. And back to electronic. So there are settings to change how much is happening here. I'm going to take my thing away for now. It's possible that if you are on an iPad, you might not see this wide space here. I'm going to show you how you can add length to your composition. You can make it longer or you can make it shorter. Here's how you do that. To make your composition longer or shorter, you click on the settings gear down here. We're going to look at where it says length. So again, that means longer or shorter. It says 4 bars, 4 measures. And we're going to make it, let's say we're going to start by making it smaller. So I'm going to make it 2 bars. Notice I have fewer things. So it's going to loop quicker. I have less to play with and it'll loop quicker. So I can listen to this. And it repeats quicker. Maybe I wanted to make it longer. I want to make it 5 or 6 bars. Then notice this little slider pops up here. If you see this slider on your screen, you can press on it and drag it to see the rest of your workspace. So you can add something to all this. So I could make it really long and make it my composition like that maybe. Let's hear what that sounds like. So you can again play around with it, making it longer or shorter. I'm going to click the restart button up here, which is in the top right, so I can just go from nothing again. So I showed you a lot of things you can do on SongMaker. All I want you to do this week is make a composition, make your own music, and then share it with me. Let's say I wanted to even just recreate a song that I already know. I can make a song that I know. Let's say Twinkle Twinkle, that's pretty easy. Notice I'm giving space in between them because I don't want it too fast. I want just on each beat. And each of these sort of bigger boxes is divided, of one beat is divided into 2 parts. So I could listen to this. Maybe I want to add more. Maybe that's my composition. Maybe I want to add some drums. Just as something cool. And again, I'm recreating a song I know. You could do that, or you could make up your own song. And it repeats. I could even add harmony, which means that you're adding multiple notes at the same time. So I could put a note down here to make it sound nice, maybe. How does this sound like? Once you are happy with what you're doing, you're going to save your composition so you can share it with me. Here's how you do that. You're going to click at the bottom right where you see the save button, and it says your song is saved at this link. And here it is. Press copy link in order to be able to share it with me. Now that you know how to share, we're going to go back to our lesson and figure out what you're going to do for your exit ticket. So let's get back to our lesson. So I just showed you how to use SongMaker. We just have our wrap up now. As with any lesson, any assignment, after you watch this video, you have to complete your exit ticket and your Flipgrid assignment. So let's go look at your exit ticket now. Go to the lesson. Nope. I lost where it was. Oh, that's where it is. And now we're going to do that. So this is what your lesson will look like, the assignment page. It says Form Week 3, May 20th. That should say May 21st. I'll fix that. Due May 27th. That is a week from today. It says, hello, 4th graders. This week we are taking a quick break from learning about Forum to learn how to use SongMaker from Chrome Music Lab. Follow the instructions below to complete your assignment. Number 1, watch the lesson video by clicking on this link. That's what you're doing right now. Number 2, complete your exit ticket by clicking on the link to Forum Week 3 exit ticket here. Here's the link. I'll click on that. and here's our exit ticket. This is very simple to fill out. It says, write your name below. I'll put Mr. Potter. And it says, what does rhythm mean in music? So I want you to tell me what's the definition of rhythm that we talked about earlier in class. Rhythm is then saying, what does melody mean in music? Melody is, once you've answered those two definitions, so I know you know the difference between rhythm and melody, then it says create your own song in SongMaker. Go to SongMaker by clicking the link, and here's the link it takes to SongMaker. I've already got mine here, the one that I already showed you and I already saved. Once you have finished making your song, so you can play around with it, you can add melody, add some percussion, you can change the sounds, you can make it longer or shorter. Once you have done that, then you want to save it. And just like I showed you, click on that save button that looks like this. When you click on it, then you want to click where it says copy link. Again, I showed you this right here. Click copy link in your thing. And then you're going to paste it. So I clicked copy link already. And now I'm going to paste the link to my song here. So I'm going to put my cursor there. Because I'm on a computer, I can right click and click paste. If you are on a tablet from the DOE, an iPad, then actually if you put the cursor there, when your keyboard pops up, where you can type letters, on the upper left, sort of above where the W is, you'll see a little button that is the paste button. It should look like a little clipboard with a piece of paper over it, probably. If you click that, this should appear. If it doesn't work, you could try long clicking, so pressing and hold, and see if something pops up that says you can paste. I know that works on my phone, which is a Samsung. Once you have pasted your link here, then I want you to type the name of your song. Because mine is sort of Twinkle Twinkle, I'll say Twinkle, Twinkle 2. So give me the link to your song and the name of your song. If you have trouble pasting the link to your song here, let me know in the comments and I'll try to help you out. If you would like other people to see your song, go over to the assignment page here and put it in the class comments at the bottom. You can just paste it again the same way you did before so that other people will see it. And you could even put the title, Twinkle, Twinkle 2. Then other people can see it and they can listen to your work. Once you've done that, you've completed everything here. It says click submit to submit your exit ticket. Click on submit. And it says your exit ticket has been recorded. Nothing's going to show up in your assignment page on Google Classroom, but I will see it if you've gotten to this page. Then it says make sure you also submit a video on Flipgrid. Click here to go to the Flipgrid assignment. And I'm going to click there. It takes me to Flipgrid. You can also open the Flipgrid app and use the code PS91FOURTH. Again, that's PS. Let me show you here. If I go to flipgrid.com, I can show you that as well. And it says enter a flip code PS91FOURTH. That'll take you to the 4th grade page. So I'm over here. Once you've seen this page, you want to click Login with Google. It's going to probably ask you, do you want to use Google to log in? You say yes. And then you want to use your account here. If you don't see your account, you want to make sure you enter your NYC student's email and then your username and password to log in. I'll click on mine because mine's already there. It takes me to here. If you have any trouble with Flipgrid, please let me know. I've been able to help a lot of students in the last week log into Flipgrid for the first time, and they've been able to submit their videos. Today's assignment for Flipgrid is, tell me about your composition you made in SongMaker. Was it easy to make a composition? Was it easy to make your music? What were you thinking about when you made it? So I want you to tell me all about your composition. What were you thinking about? Did you like it? Was it easy? Tell me anything you want about the music you made. Start recording your video by pressing the green plus button. And down here, there's the plus button. When you click on that, this will pop up. If you're using Flipgrid on the web for the first time, you'll probably ask you, can you use your microphone, can you use your camera? You want to say yes. If you're using the app for the first time, it'll also ask you the same thing. My second camera is down at the bottom, which is why you can see my face right now. So you can start recording your video by red button. We'll count you down, and you can leave your video. I really loved using SongMaker. It was really fun. Then you can and then listen back to your message. When you're ready, you can click next. You can take a selfie. Very silly. Oop. Well, that didn't work. Oh well. And then click next, and then it says I can submit my video. I can give it a title. I want to give it the title of my song, Twinkle, Twinkle 2. And then submit video. Once you submit your video, it won't appear right away. I will get an email, and I'll go look to make it public so other people can see it. You can also, if you want to, you can copy this link and I'll get the video as well, or you can download it. Once you click complete, notice it says video submitted. Your video will be hidden until approved by your educator, which is me. So again, it's not going to appear here until I go and I make it so other people can see it. I want to make sure I watch through everybody's videos to make sure they're appropriate before anyone else can see them. Let's go back to our assignment page. So, to review, we watched the lesson video. That's this right now. You're watching it right now. Completed your exit ticket. Done. Record a video on Flipgrid. Done. Finally, you can just click Mark as done, and you'll be complete. Super simple. Remember, Mark as done is at the bottom if you're on a tablet, or in the top here if you're on a computer. Let's go back to our lesson here. So, again, complete your exit ticket, post a video on Flipgrid. If you need help, please let me know because I cannot help you if you don't talk to me. I will be following up with a lot of students, parents, who have not been completing work. So please do your work so that I can give a good report. Remember, I can't give a grade if I don't have any work from you. Now let's sing our goodbye song. 1, 2, ready, sing. Now it's time to go. We've been singing and playing all the day. Until tomorrow we must say, now it's time to go. Bye everybody. See you next week.